So let's discuss about the motion in SHM. For example, a particle starting from O, which is mean position, okay, mean position. This is the extreme end A, so that its coordinate is taken to be a comma 0. Let B is a position where x is equal to a by 2, right. So if find the average speed, find the average speed and average velocity of a motion which starts from O, okay, this is 0 0, starts from O, moves to the end A, then comes back to B. That is O to A to B. For this much motion, I mean like this much, that does not mean we do not want to say that particle comes to rest at B. It is still continuing its motion. The particle is still continuing its motion even after crossing B. So we are concerned about OAB in SHM. So this particle is moving in SHM. This particle is moving in SHM starting from the point O, moving to the point A, then coming back, as because we know the condition in SHM that at the end point the velocity becomes 0. So particle can come back to towards its mean position. So here the same thing is happening. So for the motion from OA then B, particle is moving this way. So for this particular motion, what will be the average speed or the average velocity? See, first of all, for time OAB, this can be written as time taken from O to A plus time taken from O to A plus time taken from A to B. So first of all, OA being the 1/4 of the oscillating path, that is the amplitude path. So that's why we can write down this TOA will be undoubtedly T by 4, 1/4 of the total time period of oscillation. Now we need to know this value. So see, if I try to use the mechanism that between any two specific point in projectile, why do not I do not know, repeatedly it's coming back to the world of projectile. In SHM, between any 2 point in SHM, if I need to know the time taken for the motion from A to B, in fact the time taken for the same between the same 2 point in opposite way, it must be equal in time, isn't it? Time taken in the backward motion, that means while coming from the end towards the mean position, from end to midpoint of the amplitude, this required time taken. And if I see the time in other way, B to A, while going towards the end point, this TAB and TBA will be same. Is that clear? So TBA, since I can write down argument wise this way, if TAB is equal to TBA, that means can I write down TBA is something like that, this is TOA minus TOB. TBA will be equal to time taken from the motion from O to A minus the time taken for the motion O to B. O to B a part of O to A. So from O to A, if I subtract the time that is involved in O to B, then it will give me the time of journey from B to A, and that will be equal to the time while coming back from A to B. So now for TOA, for getting TOA, can we write down, this is again I can write down TOA is just equal to, this implies that TOA will be just 1/4 of the time taken, and for TOB, can we write down this equation, that is x is equal to A sin omega t. If I take x is equal to this much, so this is how much, A by 2. So A by 2 is equal to A into sin omega t. That means 1 by 2 is equal to sine of how much, pi by 6. That is equal to sine omega t. Is that clear? Then can I write down omega t is equal to pi by 6. That means the t that we get it for the motion from mean position to half of the amplitude, that time taken will be definitely pi by 6 omega. Got it? So pi by 6 omega will be how much in terms of the capital T? We know that 2 pi by omega is capital T. So if I multiply with 2, that is making 2 pi by, this is 12 omega. So can I write down this is capital T by 12? So the time of journey from O to B is T by 12, where the time of journey from O to A was T by 4. So therefore TBA, that will be equal to T by 4 minus T by 12, isn't it? T by 4 minus T by 12. So this will be how much? 3 minus 1, 2T by 12. So this is equal to T by 6. So that means time of journey from midpoint to the end point is T by 6. So therefore from the end point coming back to the midpoint, that too will be T by 6. So overall time of journey, that is TOAB, is equal to capital T by 4 plus capital T by 6. So we have come to know about the total time taken of this journey, which is OAB. Okay. So in terms of the speed, if you want to calculate the average speed, then average speed calculation will be the total distance travelled of the journey divided by the time taken involved in it, isn't it or not? Then we can write down what is the average speed or what will be the average velocity of this corresponding journey. So therefore we can write down average speed will be the distance travelled is how much? Mean position to end position is A by 2 plus coming back A by 4, isn't it? That divided by the total journey, how much will be this? 5T by 12, right? 5T by 12 is the total time, and the total path length is how much? A by 2 plus A by 4, that means 3A by 4. So 3A by 4 into 12 by 5T. So this can be written 9A by 5T in terms of the time period of oscillation. Had it been asked in terms of the frequency of oscillation, then instead of capital T, I can write down 2 pi by omega. So in that case it will be omega by 2 pi. So using omega, the answer will be 9A omega by 10 pi, right? So this will be the average speed calculation of the journey, average speed calculation of the journey of SHM begins from mean position up to the midpoint while returning back towards the mean point. So, this is a calculation that stands for average speed. Now, the average velocity, so in that case average velocity, time of the journey will be still same. Instead of the distance, you have to calculate the average velocity using what? Displacement. So, in the overall process, displacement is this much only, which is a by 2. So, a by 2 divided by total time will be still remain same, that is 5t by 12. Okay. So, this will be 6a by 5t in terms of the time period, or if you want to replace the time period, you can write down 6a by 5 into omega by 2 pi. In this case, it will be 3a omega by 5 pi, isn't it? So, this will be the average velocity of the journey of SHM as per the given situation. There is a displacement time equation which is given that x equal to a sin omega t plus pi by 6. There is a displacement time equation given where displacement is a sin omega t plus pi by 6. Now, as per this equation, find the time taken of the journey to travel from minus a by 2 to plus a by 2. Find the time taken to travel from x equal to minus a by 2 to x equal to plus a by 2. Yes. What will be the time taken of journey of an SHM whose displacement time is given by this? Displacement time টা কি হবে? যদি displacement time relation দিয়েছে তাহলে minus a by 2 থেকে plus a by 2 যেতে কত সময় লাগবে? As per the given equation, do you think that the particle will begin from mean position now? As per the equation suggested, do you think that the particle will begin its motion from mean position? Mean position থেকে শুরু করছে কি? Minus a by 2 থেকে কি করে বুঝলে? How to know that from where the particle is starting? What is the starting position of the particle? How can you decide from a given displacement time relation? Simply substitute t equal to 0 on the given equation. Substitute t equal to 0. Starting instant means what? Time involved in an equation, the term t says about the time spent by the particle as per the motion suggests. So, t is the time spent by the particle, it is reaching somewhere x. So, what was its starting position? To know that we can substitute t equal to 0. So, if I put t equal to 0 in x equal to a sin omega t plus pi by 6. Once you put t equal to 0, that value of x will be the initial position, then it will be a into sin pi by 6 because t 0 means omega t part will be, this part will be 0. So, it is a sin pi by 6. Sin pi by 6 means what? 1 by 2. So, that means it is plus a by 2. So, particle is not starting from minus a by 2, rather particle is starting from plus a by 2. So definitely the mean position is 0 0 of the particle. This is the end position a comma 0. This time I can mark it, I can show it by p. This is q because capital A is used to identify the amplitude length. So that means initially there can be a point, for example is okay, from where particle is starting. Now question arises, in which direction particle is moving? It is definitely starting at t equal to 0, we are getting x equal to a by 2. So position of the particle is midway of the amplitude to the right side of mean position. But how to ensure that from there is it moving towards mean position or further going end position? The simple idea is that with t positive, t increasing from 0 onwards, this angle the total phase angle is increasing. So increasing phase angle indicates that particle is definitely heading towards the end point. Taito particle is starting from S, which is definitely a by 2 position, and from there it is further moving towards end. So that means as per the situation given, particle is first traveling this much, from there it is totally coming back to the other end, and from there it is again going back to this. This will be the completion of one oscillation. This will be the way of completing the oscillation. Out of this oscillation we have been asked to know the movement which is from minus a by 2 to plus a by 2. We have been asked to know the time taken of this journey, which is s dash s, because that has been asked, find the time taken to travel from minus a by 2 to plus a by 2. So what do you think? How to know this? This time definitely mean position, we in most of the cases we have done mean position as the initial point of the oscillation, but this time mean position is not the initial position of the oscillating motion, right? It is, I mean, in the required journey, mean position is definitely midpoint of the initial and final position. So I have said whatever be, see, whatever be the starting point, whatever be the starting point of an SHM, whatever be the starting point of a SHM, time taken to travel mean position to midpoint will be always same, irrespective that movement has been taken place during the initial instant of the motion or during the intermediate step, or it is the last part of the motion. Could you follow what I mean to say? Particle traveling mean position to half of the amplitude, which is the last part of the first oscillation, isn't it or not? It is the last part of the first oscillation, because after traveling this much it completes the first oscillation. So either the particle travels this much at the beginning instant during the beginning part of an oscillation, or at the last part of the oscillation, it will be always same. So in the previous calculation also we have seen time of journey from O to S, that can be calculated using a by 2 equals to a sine omega into t, that is OS. This time that will be calculated from this equation where I am writing x as a by 2, that means particle as last instant of this duration is at x equal to a by 2, and this can only be written when we are calculating this time interval from mean position onwards. So obviously we know this thing, this is half, that can be written sine pi by 6, that is equal to sine omega into t of the journey OS. So that means TOS is equal to how much? Pi by 6 omega. Okay, so our required journey time was Ts dash to S. Ts dash to S is nothing but other than twice of TOS. Ts dash to S is nothing but other than twice of TOS. So can I write down this is 2 pi by 6 omega. So this is pi by 3 omega only. It is pi by 3 omega only. In terms of time period, if you want to write down in terms of time period of oscillation, then it is capital. If you multiply this expression by 2, so 2 pi by omega, and here it will be 6, so it will be T by 6. So in terms of the time period of oscillation, it will take 1/6 of the oscillating time, and in terms of the frequency, it will be pi by 3 omega.